Hi guys, I am here to film my February wrap-up, and I've read 12 books this month and started a 13th. However, only 3 of them, apart from the one that I'm currently reading, which I'll show you at the end, is physical books. So we'll go through these first. I also have my journal open so that I can see what ratings I gave them. So, wrap up, and I have my journal open, so if I'm looking down, that's why. Also, I have my laptop open next to me, so you can probably see that in my glasses. It's just going to be a whole mess thing and kind of day. So, I have a cup of tea. It is very cold outside. It is -3 degrees outside, and I've just got back from university, and it's absolutely freezing. So, I have a cup of tea. Okay, so I'll show you these two first because they are in the same series. I read 18th Abduction and 19th Christmas by James Patterson. I gave 18th Abduction 4 stars and 19th Christmas 5 stars. I gave this one 4 stars because I loved the story and I loved like the perspective we got from the abductor. I really liked that. However, I didn't like the ending. I thought it was very unjustified. But other than that, I really enjoyed the story and it was amazing for me. For this one, I gave this 5 stars, and I've put in my journal, I enjoyed this book and how it follows a heist, because that's what this is about. There was also a good look into like the criminal's mindset, because again you get that in here like you do in pretty much all of his books, and you kind of get to see the criminal's mindset and why he's doing this, why he thinks this is the best thing that he could possibly be doing. So yeah, those were 2 of the books that I read this month in physical format. The other physical book that I read this month was The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I gave this 4 stars. I did really enjoy this. There was just like, the biggest issue I had was I was very confused for most of it, and I kind of didn't see the point. Like there was no plot. It was just kind of building and building. And I know that this is a trilogy, so it was definitely world building, but from what I can tell from the end, I don't think it was needed. If you've read this book, you might understand what I'm saying. But other than that, I did really enjoy this book, and it was definitely a solid start to the series. So I'm going to continue. I bought the second book on Google Books, so I will be continuing with this. Okay, so for the ebooks, I don't have them all and cannot show you. I will try my best to see if I can get images of them on the screen. If not, they will all be linked in the description, and there is a lot of them. Okay, so pretty much 4 of them. I do have another one to show you. I have another physical copy. I also read Banner DOA, which is like the first Hulk graphic novel in this series. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars. And I love like the element of this where like you don't know what's going to happen. It was a very quick read. I read this in a day, obviously because it's very short. So yeah, I do have another one I can show you. Yay! Okay, the rest of them are all ebooks. Okay, so I listened to The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. There were sections where I was confused for a little bit, but that's to be expected, especially when you're entering like a new world. I do see the elements of Riverdale that people were comparing it to. I do see that. However, there is obviously the magical aspect of this book, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm definitely going to listen to the second book when that comes out. I also listened to Warhorse and Fanboy by Michael Morpurgo. I gave Warhorse 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. It had me in tears all the way through the story. It was amazing. And Fanboy I gave 3 stars. My reason for this that I have in my journal was it was a quick read and surrounding Joey and his owner's son telling his now son all about the horse and everything. So it's basically just like a retelling of Warhorse. So again, it was kind of pointless to me, but it was really quick and it was really good. Like, I did really enjoy the story and I thought it was well written. I just thought that it was a retelling. So I gave that 3 stars, but I absolutely loved Warhorse. Warhorse is probably going to be one of my favourite books of all time. I absolutely loved that. Okay. I also read all 3 volumes of Heartstopper this month. I absolutely loved them. I gave volume 1 and volume 2 5 stars and volume 3 4 stars, and I did that because I don't want to give anything away because it is the 3rd volume, but I kind of felt like there was a lot of unnecessary LGBTQIA plus characters. I understand that it is a LGBT book and you should expect a lot of it in there, but I kind of felt like it was unnecessary in some aspects. I don't want to go into too much detail because it will be very spoilery, is very spoilery, so yeah. I did really enjoy it though. I thought it was really cute, and I am waiting for volume 4 to come out so I can read that one. So don't think that I'm put off by it, and don't think I'm trying to be like anything nasty. I just felt like it was a little bit in your face. But I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I just didn't enjoy all of it all at once. Yeah. The next book I read was Nevermore by Jessica Townsend. I gave that 4 stars. I really enjoyed the book, and I can safely say Jupiter is my favourite character. I absolutely love him. He is amazing. Nevermore has actually made it to one of my favourite books of the year list. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. Heartstopper's on that list as well, just so you know. Yeah. I did, however, have an issue with secret keeping in this book. I hate secret keeping. I cannot express how much I hate that aspect of a book when a person is keeping a secret from someone, and that is like the most of the story. So if you don't like that, you might not like it, but however, I gave it 4 stars and I absolutely hate that. I do think it was not dealt with in the best way at the end. I feel like the second to last chapter was a little bit unnecessary in my opinion, but hey, it's a children's book, what am I gonna say? Yeah, I didn't enjoy that. And finally, the last book I've completed this month was Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. I gave that book 4 stars. I really liked the idea of people coming back from Fairy. Amazing, like what happens when they'll come back from Fairy, because you never see that when you're reading a Fae novel. It's always they're fine, but they might not be. And I'm not going to mention the second bit because it's kind of a spoiler, but I loved the whole story, and I love like the twist that comes in it. If you've read it, you might know what I mean. Yeah, I also, after finishing that, I started listening to the second book. I think it's Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I'm only an hour into the audiobook of that one, but I really enjoyed that. Really enjoying that, not really enjoyed it because I haven't finished it. Really enjoying that, but that is not going to get finished this month. I'm filming this on the 28th. It is not going to get finished this month. Unless I listen to it whilst I'm doing stuff in my bullet journal, which could be a possibility. We'll see what happens. If I finish it, I'll edit the description and put it in there, or just put it in there if I finish it before I upload the video. Rambling. Okay, and then finally the book that I started, last book I started is Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I am not very far into this. I am this far in, and I started this on Monday of this week. I am filming this on Friday. I've had a very crazy hectic week when it comes to uni, and it's just, my reading's been all over the place and I haven't really been doing much of it. But nevertheless, I did start reading it and I will finish it in the next month. So that is amazing. So all in all, I have read 12 books this month. I've given a lot of 5 stars. I've given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, 6 4 stars, and a 3 star. So that's pretty good in my books. That's pretty good. And here is my graph of pages read. And we also have my flatmate being very loud. So, yes. I don't know why I've closed that because I was going to give you a rundown of everything I've read. So, starting from the beginning, I read 18th Abduction by James Patterson, The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman, Warhorse by Michael Mapergo, The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin, Farm Boy by Michael Mapergo, Hulk Banner Hulk Banner DOA by Mike Wade, 19th Christmas by James Patterson, Heartstopper Volume 1, Heartstopper Volume 2, and Heartstopper Volume 3 by Alice Oseman, Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, and Every Heart a Doorway by Charlotte Maguire, and I started Down Among the Sticks and Bones and Legendary. That is my reading for this month. I did have obviously an amazing reading month. It was very good for me. I am quite surprised because it is the shortest reading month and I've read the most. I can say that because we're 2 months in. I feel like next month might dip a little bit, but I'm not going to be too sad if it does, because I do have literally next month and then the month after, the next month, and then like half of a month, and I'm done at university for like until like September. So I'm not going to be too mad about it. If my reading drops next month, I'm not going to be too sad because I'm at 21 books read this year out of 50, so I am doing pretty well. I forgot to mention that I DNF'd 2, technically 3 books this month. I started reading Hawthorne Inn, which was my book from the Glass that I was supposed to read this month. I got a page in and I realised it was a horror and I don't do horror, so I haven't read that. But I'm letting myself off because I did attempt to read it. It just wasn't my thing, so I'm classing it as a DNF. I also DNF'd Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I got 48 pages into this and DNF'd it, did not like it. I also got exactly halfway through. I say exactly because it definitely wasn't exactly. Definitely wasn't exactly halfway through. That was a complete lie. I got 144 pages into The Crown's Game and I've DNF'd this one as well. I might pick it up again at some point. I've left my tabs in just in case I do, but yeah, I felt like this was very, like nothing was really happening, if that makes sense. So yeah, I DNF'd these 2 and Hawthorne Inn this month as well. I forgot to mention those. So that is my wrap up for the month of February. Thank you guys for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.